today's video is going to be a tutorial on this look, and this is a look that I had in my May favorites video, and I had a ton of requests from you guys to actually film a tutorial on this, and I also had a lot of requests on this picture that I posted on Instagram, so I figured I would go ahead and film that for you guys today because this is one of my favorite eyeshadow combos. Whenever I sat down to do my makeup the day I filmed the May favorites, I was like, I'm just going to play around with some of my favorite shadows. And I also used one that I haven't used very much, which is called Tempting from MAC. I hope you guys enjoy this. It's actually pretty easy to achieve. I try to make my tutorials pretty easy so that the average girl can do these looks. Blending and stuff obviously takes practice, and this is just a technique I like to do. I just like to try to make tutorials pretty easy for you guys because I don't want to get too technical and then it get a little bit confusing or hard for you. So I hope you guys enjoy this. If you recreate this look or something like it, then please hashtag me on Instagram at KCHL91 or send it to me on Twitter or my Facebook page. And don't forget to like this video if you liked it. And by the way, I did switch up some products, but for the most part, it's basically the same looks. I just wanted to feature some newer products that I've purchased recently. So thank you guys so much for watching, and let's go ahead and get on to the tutorial.
So I've already primed my eyes, and I will leave my regular primers down below in the description box if you're interested in them. But I'm going to take a soft brown from MAC and put this all in our crease and even on the lid. And I'm using the Sigma E40 just to blend this out all over. This is just going to be our transition shade, so it fades to the brow really nicely. Then we're going to put tape on the outer corners of our eye, just following the lower waterline up towards our brow. This will make it easier to get a nice clean line. And then I'm taking that Tempting eyeshadow from MAC with the MAC 242, and I'm just going to apply this all over the lid. And I apply this quite a few times just because I want it to be really nice and vibrant. And this color is just so pretty. I mean, I cannot get over it. So I'm just going to pack this on the lid until I'm completely satisfied. And then going in with brown script, I'm going to place this directly in the crease, and I'm going to put it right above where I put that Tempting eyeshadow. Don't be afraid to take this color or any of the colors over the tape. That's what the tape is there for, to help you get that nice clean line so you could be as messy as you want. I'm going to take this color all the way to the inner corner as well, and this will really help smoke everything out. Then I'm going to take the Sigma E40 and I'm going to run it right over the edge of that brown script just to kind of smooth it out a little bit so there's no harsh lines. And then I'm going to touch up that Tempting eyeshadow just to make sure that it's nice in your face. And then I will do a little bit more blending as well. Then I'm going to go in with Carbon in this little dome brush, and I ended up not loving Carbon. The only reason why I used it was because it was in the palette that I was working from. So I ended up going into the Lorac Pro palette and getting the black from there because Carbon just wasn't cutting it for me. So here I'm using that Lorac Pro palette black shade, and I'm just going to place this right in the outer V. I don't want to bring this in too far at all, and I am not going to be taking this above brown script. So make sure you keep this below that brown script color and just really focus on putting this in the outer V, a little bit on the lid, and just a tad bit in the crease. This is just going to help really smoke out this look and deepen it up. And then I'm just going to go in with a clean blending brush and blend this out. Again, you want to focus this in the outer V. Don't bring it too far on the lid. Then going back in with the Sigma E40, I'm again just going to run this brush over the shadow just to make sure I don't have any harsh lines. and then just take off the tape and wha-bam, your eyeshadow is done. So now we're going on to primer. I'm using the Smashbox Photo Matte Primer. My skin has been going crazy ever since I got some sun on it. It is so dry, but yet still super oily, so I'm having a really tough time with it. So that's why my skin doesn't look as great as normal, and I am breaking out, so I just can't win. I'm going to take the Hourglass primer as well and just put this all over my skin because it is a really nice primer. And then taking the L'Oreal True Match foundation, I did mix W5 and W6, and I'm just going to apply this all over my skin. Going in with concealer, I'm taking this MAC Pro and Conceal palette since I do have some blemishes, and I'm just going to be concealing those with that concealer, and those are the Studio Finish concealers if you're wondering, and they're amazing for covering up any blemish you might have. And then I'm taking the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard, medium custard I believe, and I'm just going to be blending this out. And I'm also going to take that same concealer and highlight the center of my face with it just to kind of balance out the under eye highlight. Then I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and just set everything in place. Going on to contour, I'm using something different today that I've purchased recently. This is the Makeup Forever Sculpting Duo, I guess you could say. It's in shade number 2, and I love the contour in this. Just beware though, it is super pigmented, so all you need is a very light dusting of this. Like seriously, you don't need a lot at all. So I'm just taking my NARS Eda brush and contouring my cheeks and underneath my jaw and my lip. And then for my forehead, I will be using something different. I'll be using a Bare Minerals bronzer that came in a kit, and I've been really loving this to bronze up my forehead and not do like a super strong contour. So I'm just going to take my Marc Jacobs bronzer brush and just put this on my forehead just to kind of make it look not so large. Then I'm also going to take this and drag it onto my cheeks as well, whatever excess I had. And then I'm taking MAC's Blush in Cantaloupe. You guys know I'm obsessed with this. I can't get enough of it. I use it all the time. I'm going to be applying this to my cheeks and then blending out with a Duo Fiber brush as well. For highlight, I'll be taking this new one I got. This is the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Break in Beige. Shout out to my girl Amanda. She mentioned this in one of her videos recently, and it is so freaking beautiful. I love it. So if you're watching this, Amanda, I'm obsessed. And I'm also applying this with the Bare Minerals brush that came with the bronzer kit. And then I'll be going in and contouring my nose just because it needs to be contoured. I'll be applying lashes and liner. I ended up using the Inglot liner because this one was just not cutting it for me. And the velour lashes I used were Girl You Crazy because you guys know they're my favorite. I'm just in love with them. And now I'm taking the Sigma brow pencils and applying this on my brows. These have been my favorite products lately, so I'll leave them down below, the names and everything like that. I'm just using the darker shade on the outer portion of my brow and then the lighter shade on the inner part. I do have a full brow tutorial, I'll link it down below, as well as a liner and lashes tutorial if you're interested. And now I'm taking the MAC Brow Gel that I just got recently in my last haul, and I'm setting my brows with this. Going in with Shroom from MAC, favorite highlight of all time. I swear I don't think I've used any other highlight ever since I got this a few months ago. It's just my favorite. So I'm going to be highlighting right underneath that brow to lift it up, and also in the inner corners of my eyes just to brighten that up a little bit as well. Going back in with brown script, I will be smudging this underneath my lower lash line with a pencil brush. Just go back and forth with this, smoke it out really nicely. I like to drag mine down quite a bit. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I like it to look really nice and smoky. For our liner, I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear liner in black, and I'm going to line my waterline and also my upper waterline as well. And then for bottom lashes, I'm taking the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara because it's amazing and I'm obsessed with it. Lining my lips with my MAC lip liner in Strip Down. I forgot to get close-ups of these last couple things, but I'm taking Strip Down because it's one of my favorites and it goes with a lot of different colors. And then I got this new lipstick from Too Faced. I can't remember the exact name, but I'll leave it down below. It's the perfect nude and it has a nice glossy finish. But I wanted to top it off with this MAC lip gloss in Peachstock. And then you guys are done. So I hope you all enjoyed this look. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out any of the products I mentioned, just check out the description box below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.